Our very special guest this morning is the administrator and principal of Hinkletown Mennonite School. It's Miles Yoder. Miles, good morning.
Good morning, Liam. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, Donnell, and our family. We have 9 grandchildren. And, of course, our Hinkletown family. It's just amazing, all the families that we have there, and just love having them involved at the school.
That's awesome. 9 grandchildren. What a blessing, man.
Yes, it is.
That's great.
Yep.
How are things going at the school?
Things are going really good at the school this year. We have a huge event coming up this weekend, Hinkle-Fest it's called, and it's Friday night and Saturday, and so we'd like to talk a little bit about that today.
Absolutely. Can't wait to talk about that. Is there any good stories that people can connect to about how things are going at Hinkletown Mennonite School?
Sure. We're all about community, and recently it was a fun story that happened. We had a student that missed a couple of days of school. And when he came back, one of his friends celebrated by bringing in donuts. And it was just great. I mean, nothing builds community like donuts.
Oh, my goodness.
And so, yeah, the kids really support each other, and there's a lot of community happening there. So that's what this weekend's all about, too.
That's amazing. How many students do you have at the school right now?
This year we have 284 students.
Wow.
And we've been growing the last couple of years, so we're excited about what God's doing. And lots of good things are happening at the school these days.
Very cool. Well, you mentioned Hinkle-Fest. First of all, I love that name.
It's great.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on, specifically Friday. I would like to hear about this because it is a 2-day event, right?
That's correct. Well, this is our 44th year to do Hinkle-Fest. The school is 44 years old. It's a really important weekend for us. It raises over $75,000. And so we're just excited about the events that are happening. On Friday night, it's a really important evening for us, because we have something called Maker Market this year. It's new. It's about HMS alumni. They're going to be bringing in handmade furniture, jewelry, plants, home items, and food, and that happens from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock on Friday night. So it's kind of a special thing that we're trying a new thing this year. We also have a family fun run at 4 o'clock, and we call it the Chicken Chase because we have someone in a costume that the students try to beat across the finish line, and so that's a fun event at 4 o'clock. And, of course, there's a lot of things to eat. There's pork barbecue dinner happening from 4 to 7. That can be takeout, or it can also be you can eat there at the school. And the other thing that we're doing that's new this year is we have farm equipment available for people to explore. And there's a free candy drop at 6:15. There's also a bounce house for children and cotton candy. So just a lot of good things happening on Friday night.
That sounds awesome. So is this targeted at one age group, or is this open to anyone?
This is targeted to everybody. And the one thing that's been happening is we're getting a lot of people from outside the school coming as well. So it's not just the families that attend this school, but it's a lot of people from the community, which is awesome.
Wow, Miles, that's great. If folks want to learn more, can they visit your website?
Yes, they can visit our website at www.hinkletownschool.org. For more information.
www.hinkletownschool.org. We're going to talk more with Miles on the way about Saturday's festivities for Hinkle-Fest. Man, I love that name. We have had the pleasure of speaking with administrator and principal of Hinkletown Mennonite School, Miles Yoder. Miles, how are you?
Doing great this morning. Thank you so much, Liam.
That's awesome. How are things going at Hinkletown?
Things continue to go really well at Hinkletown. It's been a great year. It's hard to believe we're in October already, and it's time for Hinkle-Fest.
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. Yeah, we can't wait to talk about Hinkle-Fest. Christ-centered education, it's rare, but people are so hungry for it. What has Hinkletown been able to do to really feed these kids?
Yeah, as we talked about in the first segment, community is really important, and we shared a little bit about the student who was gone a couple of days, and when he came back, one of his friends brought in donuts to share. That really built community, but our community is also about being biblically based. One of the things that's so exciting is we have an endowment that we can give Bibles to students. So in 4th grade, every 4th grader gets a Bible and every new student gets a Bible.
Wow.
It's just a huge blessing to see students get a Bible in their hand. We want them to take that for life and build their life on that. So it's just a joy to be able to share those Bibles with students.
That is really cool. And again, tell us, how many students are at Hinkletown right now?
We have 284 students this year, which we're blessed to have each one of them.
Wow, that's great. So we talked about Friday. There's the Makers Market, kids' activities. That's day 1 of Hinkle-Fest. Tell us about day 2. What does Saturday look like?
Well, day 2 is all about food again. So it starts with the breakfast. There's breakfast sandwiches and coffee at 8 o'clock in the morning. They have homemade warm apple dumplings. and also just chicken barbecue and hand-cut French fries. So there's a lot to eat, number one, on Saturday. Also, then there's an auction that begins at 9 o'clock. And if you like auctions, it's a great way to come out. We hope that we can bless people with good deals, but also that they can support a wonderful ministry at Hinkletown Mennonite School. So there's things like getaway vacations and some cabins and things like that people can bid on. There's local meats. There's bundles of pork, chicken, and beef that people can bid on. And also there's student projects. We have some really neat projects that students have taken things that they've grown and then be able to provide something for that they can either can or that they can share with others. So it's really neat to see the projects that students do to help Hinkle-Fest along.
Wow. That is really, really cool. How many people are you expecting to show up?
You know, that's a good question. We have a gym full of people, and we have a tent that's absolutely, I don't have an exact number, but I know it's a very busy day with lots of good things happening. There's things happening for the kids on Saturday as well. There's petting zoos. There's different things they can ride. So, yeah, it's just really exciting time to see the kids come out and have a great time. So that's half the fun is just the community. It's also to raise funds, but it's the community that's built. It's so important.
Absolutely. So it sounds like this is not targeted at one age group.
No, we have little ones all the way up to grandparents, and everybody just enjoys seeing each other every year. So, yeah, it's a great time. That's
incredible. Sounds like a lot of people are going to be interested in this. If they want to learn more, where can they visit you?
Yeah, they can visit us at www.hinkletownschool.org. If they want more information, they can reach out to office@hinkletownschool.org as well. We would love to see people out there this weekend. We're so excited.
Absolutely. It sounds like it's going to be an absolute blast. And we were talking earlier about the food quality. I'm sure it's absolutely incredible, right?
Yes, and the other thing is the Lord has given us a beautiful weather weekend, so we're just so thankful for that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Such a blessing. Visit them online, hinkletownschool.org. Show up if you want good food and great prizes for Saturday's auction. Friday's going to be a blast as well. Miles, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for all that WJTL does for the community. We really appreciate the way you support us.
We appreciate you, Miles. Absolutely.